We're out here in the Mojave Preserve today so that we can use a helicopter to carry water into a wildlife water development at the top of Old Dad Peak that is currently dry. This water development is used primarily by desert bighorn sheep, but also by other native wildlife. It usually relies on rainfall to fill, but given the scattered thunderstorm patterns that you can get throughout the Mojave Desert, it has happened to be missed the last year and a half or two, and the tanks have now gone dry. Water in the desert is a limiting resource. For this range in particular, these animals rely on this artificial water source to get this natural resource for them, which is of course water. The area that we are currently refilling is critical habitat for primarily ewes, which are female bighorn sheep, and their lambs in the summertime. Studies have shown the Mojave Desert is warming and rainfall patterns are becoming more and more irregular. We have also documented that natural water sources are starting to go dry due to groundwater pumping and other activities in the desert. And so these now artificial water sources are what the wildlife in the desert rely on in order to get water to make it through the hot summer months. So today is a particularly great day because it's a collaborative effort between the National Park Service, the California Department of Fish and Wildlife, and the Society for Conservation of Bighorn Sheep. The three of us have been working together for decades on maintaining and bringing water to the desert for wildlife. So to have all of us here at the table working together is a really positive thing. It's important for people to realize that animals have come and adapted to these water sources in the desert. As humans that put them there, it is now our responsibility to continue to make sure that they stay full and accessible and available for these animals that rely on it for their survival. The Society for the Conservation of Bighorn Sheep and the Wild Sheep Foundation have been absolutely invaluable in maintaining, monitoring, and making sure that there is water at these sources throughout the desert for the last several decades. And the department greatly appreciates that support, and we can always use more volunteers.